You join me with some discarded packaging, and inside this very flimsy bundle of tape and thin cardboard was two computers, believe it or not. And not just small towers, these were normal full-size ATX towers, and this is the first one. It's a very nice Thermaltake. I haven't seen one like this before. Pretty basic. USB 2, audio, Firewire even. Nice recessed reset button, power button. Interesting lines. And actually very well built. So this looks like something that was probably built by a computer store. It's got a Thermaltake power supply there. Very nice cable management. Seagate hard drive, which is only attached on the far side. Got one screw down there. Not too dusty. Reasonably well cable management. And I think this is a 3rd gen Ivy Bridge or Sandy Bridge socket 1155 motherboard. Caps look to be in good condition. So, nice piece, it will clean up nicely. And then the other one I got packaged right next to it, taped to it. A bit more dusty. But wait, before we carry on with whatever I got here that was flimsily wrapped and packaged, what is the dirtiest computer you've ever seen when you've opened it? Well, I've seen some pretty horrible stuff, but have a look at this. And yeah, just enjoy this absolute horror show of a dirty computer. And with that, back to the unceremoniously unboxing of two flimsily wrapped computers. A lot more nasty is a socket 775. Just look at the nice caking there of the dust on that CPU fan. My goodness, on that heatsink below the fan. Some attempt of cable management going on there, and here. And again, a Thermaltake power supply, got the TT there. So yeah, a nice find. I put in bids, I think it was around 400 Rand on each of these and won it. 400 is still a bit high for 775 in this day and age. I believe this is a dual core Pentium, but I got a bunch of 10 Core 2 Quad Q8200s from AliExpress, so this is going to become a quad core. I have a lot of DDR2. Ooh, talk about that thing is loose. What RAM do we have here? It's falling out on its own. Short height Kingston 2 GB DDR2 800. Nice. So I am going to take these apart. I need to go for a bath in the dishwasher. Probably this Thermaltake tower here is going to become the new home of a very, very nice AM3 Plus setup. This is a Asus AM3 Plus motherboard with a 8-core AMD FX 8300. But this case to me is pretty useless, because all the rails needed to install hard drives into these hard drive brackets are gone, and I do believe the guy I got this from is quite attached to this case, and I am not at all attached to this case, so I'm just going to give this back to him. Yeah, well, since we are feeling like that, I'm not attached to this case at all. Ja, jy moet nie van jou nes skak.
Okay.
Jy net die best.
En as jy sê dit gaan doen, dit sê.
Now, unfortunately, the motherboard in the Thermaltake tower was completely dead. I could not get it going at all. I tried different RAM. I tried cleaning it, as you can see here. It's a lot cleaner than what it was when it was inside the computer. But it was just completely dead, so I sold it as is, as a dead motherboard that does not post or display, and I got back 141 Rand. Okay, so let's have a look. Where did these come from? This is the Thermaltake. Obviously there was something very explicit going on there in the drive bays that needed to be blacked out. But yeah, that is what the listing looked like. And I paid a grand total of 404 Rand and 4 cents, and then obviously the 35 Rand shipping. The other case that came along with it in the same package, it was just sold as an Intel Pentium tower. For that I paid 370 Rand, and yeah, it's exactly as we got it, with that nice MSI board inside. So this was 370, the other one was 404, so I spent around, if you add it together, just a nudge over 800 Rand on these two computers. Okay, so let's take a look at how this all ended up after it got cleaned. Well, the MSI board I put back in the case that it came from, and I upgraded the CPU. Now I had the fortunate luck of winning an auction for a Q8200 and 8300 CPUs together for 120 bucks. So I slapped that 8300 into the Gigabyte case that had the MSI board in originally. Yeah, it was dented up, it looked pretty beat up, but still it sold. The bigger Thermaltake case I plopped in that very dirty AM3 Plus setup, and it came out pretty nicely. Sold for 1,600 Rand, which is pretty good. I did buy an aftermarket cooler on Takealot for this. It does have a cool RGB fan, which looks pretty neat, especially if it's dark and you remove the side panel. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll make a new one as soon as I buy something very stupid and try to flip it again for profit.